As we know, Milledgeville is in quite a transition period. A lot's happened, some for the better, a lot for the worse. And the leadership has realized what's going on in our community. Baldwin 2020 Leadership Conference, there were quite a few people in the room, and we had a weekend of discussing the options and what to do and how to fix it. There's not a day that goes by that talented, bright people are not sitting, working on how to solve some of our problems. One of the things that was determined is we need to rebrand Milledgeville, Georgia. If we want to continue to prosper and succeed, we've got to have a new image for ourselves. We've got to find a new direction so we can continue to thrive. Milledgeville has always been a town that every so often reinvents itself and pushes through. We've got a lot to be proud of in Milledgeville. There's a lot of wonderful resources here. We've got 3 great universities, natural resources galore, and we've got very, very talented, smart people. One of the things that we discussed about rebranding and reinventing Milledgeville was how we're portrayed to people outside. Not only tourists, people in other towns, businesses that would consider Milledgeville as a destination, people that would consider moving to Milledgeville, finding work, putting their children in our education systems. We need every advantage in putting our image out there. The mayor has asked me to be in charge of a committee to help design a new city seal. The city seal we currently have is outdated, and it's something that we looked at as an opportunity to have a logo for the city that we can put out everywhere, something that we can aggressively market, something that we can be very, very proud of. What we've decided to do is open that to community involvement.
During the month of March, the City of Milledgeville will conduct a search for the identity for our city seal. Most of you know that we have had city seals in the past that have had some controversy related to them. What we'd like to do now is to start afresh, so to speak. You know, we all have symbols that we identify with, and identity is important. We identify with being Southerners, we identify with being Georgians, and those symbols that we identify with the American flag, bald eagle, the Georgia seal. And I think it's important for a city like Milledgeville, where we find ourselves in a transition period, that we find a symbol that we can be proud of, that we can display on our vehicles, on our attire, on our buildings, and project that symbol out to our peer cities and the state and even the nation when we're out representing.
I'm hoping that the seal will showcase some of our traditions and values that we offer here in the city of Milledgeville. It is my desire that we come up with a new city seal for various reasons. One of the reasons is that we've had some problems associated with our city seal in the past, and I think that it will be a wonderful way to bring the community together. I'm hoping that the city seal that we come up with will be unique and special for the city of Milledgeville. One that will showcase the tradition that we have here, the culture, the educational opportunities, as well as the values and input of the community.
One of the issues that we've had is the question of embodying and capturing the character and nature of this community, which in fact was as most everyone knows, was the capital of Georgia from 1804 to 1868, and then has taken on different dimensions since then, with a heavy emphasis on educational facilities. But we have other dimensions of the community as well, and so we've had an old city seal that dates back to the 1920s, possibly a bit earlier, that was developed by a local historian. But there was the time to think about new directions and reimagining Milledgeville's identity, taking into account, which is very important to me, obviously, as a historian, our rich history and heritage, but also to think about ways in which this city may grow and develop in the future. And so a city seal becomes an important way of expressing and identifying that vision. And so I'm very pleased to be able to serve on this committee and to solicit opinions about how we might visually, in this sort of logo seal, identify ourselves.
Our city seal is attached to all of our public and legal documents, and in many ways it serves to signify the agreement that is being made by the city. So the significance of a seal is very important to us. We're hoping that we can garner a lot of input from the community, and that the community will want to become involved in this, and perhaps the seal that we come up with can be considered as both the city seal and you would take it up as being something that you can develop some pride and value in and call it your own.
The city seal or logo itself will not create a single job, nor will it give us a budget surplus. But what the seal is part of a larger vision for this community. It's a chance for us to be proud of something. It's a chance for us to say this is who we are. When we're meeting with other city leaders, when we're meeting with industry, when we're meeting with groups of people considering Milledgeville as a destination, we want this to represent us in a way that we can all be proud of.
So I hope that you will take this opportunity during the month and put some thought into it, and contact us here at City Hall and participate in any active design work that we may put forward. But we certainly appreciate the input from our citizens, because this symbol will be a symbol for all of us. It'll be an identity that we can all identify with. So help us produce something that you can be proud of and that we can be proud of presenting to everybody else. So we thank you very much for your input and your participation in this, and certainly the interaction between your city government and yourselves.
We're very proud of this opportunity to represent Milledgeville this way. And again, we ask for the whole community's help, and please contact your councilman, the city, Digital Bridges, Milledgeville Main Street, and give us your opinions on who we are and what we're looking to be.